Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, just got off New Japan World with Wrestle Kingdom 17, so we get to review it here. I know it happened this morning. I watched a little bit before work, just finished it up. Oh my god, wow, what a show. Overall, my picks from the preview, I was 7-4. So yeah, I was pretty proud of that. So the first match we had the Young Lion Ryohei versus Oiwa Boltin. It was a 3-minute exhibition match. It ended in a draw. I picked Oiwa to win, so technically I was 7-3-1 then because there was really no winner there. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna since that was a draw and I picked a winner, we're gonna go 7-3-1. I give it 2.5. It wasn't bad. I think Oiwa Boltin, he's an amateur wrestler, obviously being on a pre-show at Wrestle Kingdom. I saw some talent there, so that should be good to watch him come through the Young Lion system. Next up, we had the New Japan King of Pro Wrestling Right to Challenge match. It was a battle royal, then a final four go on to New Year's Dash for the title. I thought this was for the title, so I picked Yano and he was in the final four again. But we had some big names in here. Evil was in this, Tomohiro Ishii, Jeff Cobb, Hikuleo, Doki, Rocky Romero, Kenta, Kitamura, let's see, who are big names? El Phantasmo, Taichi, Shingo Takagi. A lot of talent in this Battle Royal. The final four was Sho, Shingo Takagi, Toru Yano, and Great Khan. And then New Year's Dash, we will crown the provisional King of Pro Wrestling. It's not really a title, it's more of a trophy. Then the first match on the card was the 6-man tag. Kojima, Makabe, Nagata versus Minoru, Suzuki, Kimura, and Tiger Mask. Just like I said in the preview, Makabe, Nagata, and Kojima, they won. I gave it 2 3/4. Next up, we had the IWGP Junior Tag Titles on the line. We had champion Catch 2-2, part of United Empire, Francesco, Akira, and TJP, challenging Chaos, Leo Rush, and Yo. United Empire was able to retain their tag titles. This was a flip of a match. These four guys did a lot of good spots. I wish it had been a little bit longer, to be honest with you, but it was pretty short. I ended up giving it 3 3/4 with the retain of Catch 2-2. I was expecting it to, go longer, and even in the preview, I figured that Leo Rush and Yo was going to pull it off, because typically this title changes hands here, but it did not this time, so which was fine. I'm all good with my United Empire going ahead and getting the victory there. This match was 10 minutes long. I was expecting a good 15-20 minutes, but it was only 10 minutes. And then we had a retain of the tag titles. Next up, we had the IWGP Women's title line. We had KAIRI versus Tam Nakano. This match was short, 5 minutes and 47 seconds. KAIRI retaining her title. I still gave it 3.5 because it was damn good. I enjoyed every bit of it. I was hoping it would be another 10 or 15 minutes, to be honest with you. And then we had the New Japan Pro Wrestling debut of Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks. For all you WWE people out there, this isn't WWE working with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Carl Anderson had a contract. His contract is up after the show, from what I understand. Sasha Banks is not, Mercedes Moné is not working for WWE because her name would be Sasha Banks. Just saying it. It's legit. She's in New Japan Pro Wrestling. She will battle KAIRI at Battle of the Valley in February, which will be exciting as heck. But yeah, so KAIRI retaining the IWGP Women's title, and then the debut of Mercedes Moné. Next up, we had the IWGP World Heavyweight Tag Titles on the line. champions FTR, Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood versus Bishamon, Hirooki Goto, and YOSHI-HASHI. It was a good little match. Like I said in the preview, fully expecting Bishamon to win this. They did. I look at going into 23 here, FTR, they already lost the Ring of Honor titles to the Briscoes. They just lost the IWGP titles to Bisham. I'm assuming they're going to lose the AAA titles soon. And then I look at them kind of maybe going for a little lull, taking some time off, and then coming back and winning some other titles. But I definitely don't think they're done winning titles at either AEW, Ring of Honor, or New Japan, or AAA, or West Coast Pro, or Action Wrestling, or whoever they go. But we have new IWGP World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions in Bishamon, Hirooki Goto, and YOSHI-HASHI. Next up, we have the debut of a title with New Japan Pro Wrestling World Television Championship. We had Ren Narita versus Zack Jr. This match was all about striking and submissions. When you have two guys in the ring that literally are sitting Indian style, getting kicked in the back by choice, not just, hey, it happened, it was a spot. No, they literally, one would sit down, the other one just penalty kick the hell out of him. They would get up, the other one would sit down and do the same thing. They did it like 3 times. I'm like, oh my god, how are they even walking at this point? But the strikes in this, Ren Narita's going to be so good as he gets older. Zack Sabre Jr. is always good. He's a blonde now. Blondes have more fun, I guess. This match, I was expecting it to be good. Zack Sabre Jr., your new Japan World Television Champion, I give it 3 3/4. There may be people out there saying I overrated it, but I give it 3 3/4 because I was really intrigued by it. I enjoyed it completely. Next up, we had the Fatal 4-Way for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. We had... I forgot the never Openweight title. Tam Nakano taking on Machine Gun Carl Anderson. Carl Anderson. Again, Machine Gun Carl Anderson had a contract with New Japan Wrestling, I think it's 6 shows, I believe it was. Signed with WWE. Him and Gallo showed up on Monday Night Raw. He was the never Openweight title champion. They mentioned it. Corey Graves did mention it on Raw. People were losing their mind that WWE's working with New Japan. Apparently, some things I read online, before this was allowed to happen, New Japan did talk to AEW. AEW was cool with it. They understood what was going on. He was able to defend his title versus Hikuleo. And then we had the match here, Tam Nakano, Hikuleo's cousin, brother, or something like that. I think it's adopted brother, cousins. And then versus Carl Anderson. This match started off weird. It literally started off with Carl Anderson attacking Tam Nakano with the belt. Anderson hands the belt to the referee. The referee shows it to him. He takes it back, knocks out Tonga with it. He does a drop kick, kicks him out of the ring. The ref starts counting. You're like, are you serious? This is the way this is going to end? But it did go 9 minutes. A lot of these matches were short. The tag titles was 10 minutes. TV title was 10 minutes. This was 9 minutes and 36 seconds. It was a good match. Tam Nakano getting the victory kind of, to me, wasn't surprising. I'd have been more shocked if Carl Anderson would have retained. But we have a new number 1 point champion, Tam Nakano. I give it 3-star. And then we had the 6-man, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kaiji Muda, the Great Muda, Shota Umino going up against Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi, Sanada, and Tetsuya Naito. Just like I said in the preview, Tanahashi, Muto, Umino getting the victory. This was Kaiji Muto's last New Japan Pro Wrestling match. He will have a retirement match for Pro Wrestling Noah, teaming up with Sting and Darby Allin later on in the month. It is on Fight TV, plus Wrestling Universe as well. He had the match on New Year's Day versus Shinsuke Nakamura, one of his dream matches. If I remember correctly, Muto lost that. Nakamura won, which doesn't surprise me. The WWE guy doing a one-off and winning. I give the match 3-star with Shota Umino getting the pin. So that was kind of interesting to me. the young lion getting the pin, kind of the passion of the torch. Kenzemoto kind of passing that torch to Shota Umino. Alright, next up was the Fatal 4-Way for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. We had champion Taiji Ishimori versus El Desperado versus Hirooki Tanahashi versus Master Wato. Oh, forgot one little detail. On that TV title after a television championship, after Zack Sabre Jr. won, TMDK came down, Shane Hastings and Mickey Nichols, and offered Zack Sabre Jr. to be part of the faction. He accepted. Suzuki-gun was disbanded, and so Zack Sabre Jr. found a new home with TMDK. So from what the announcers talk, it's a reunite. So that'll be interesting to see where that goes and who maybe gets added to it. But yeah, those guys were formerly known as TM61 and NXT years ago. So excited to see where that goes. Back to the 4-way. Hiromu Tanahashi won the Super Junior this year. That's how he got here. El Desperado, Master Wato, and Ishimori have been just battling since August. Basically building up to this match. Did not disappoint whatsoever. These four guys went out there and took it to one another. I like how Ishimori starts the match on the outside. Didn't want to get didn't want to get too tired. Let the three wear themselves out. He goes up on the ramp. They all three ended up there. You had El Desperado going after Ishimori. Tanahashi doing some dive on him. Master Wato went to do like a springboard, and Taiji Ishimori just kind of dropped down, and he took out Tanahashi and Desperado, and Ishimori standing there like, okay. And then they're all fighting on the outside. Ishimori's the only one in the ring. It was almost a count out. It got to 19 before everyone else jumped back in the ring. But we had, once again, IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Hiromu Takahashi. I give this match 4. This match was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. And then next up, we had the IWGP United States Heavyweight title on the line. Champion Will Ospreay. Yep, I am United Kingdom. Versus Kenny, by God, Omega. Don Callis on commentary with Kevin Kelly and Gino and whatever the other guy's name is. Anybody that tells me this wasn't the best wrestling match, I don't know if I want to say ever, but that I've seen, you're high. This was just unfreaking believable. Every time you thought they couldn't do something else, they did it. I mean, Ospreay hitting the Styles Clash on Omega. It was, even the announcer brought up 5 years ago, or 7 years, 10 years, or whatever it was, when AJ Styles hit the Styles Clash on Omega at Wrestle Kingdom. It's like, holy hell. And then you had the turnbuckle being exposed, and Omega, I don't know what the hell what move type name was. I know he's bounced. Omega bounced Ospreay's head off the buckle, the actual ring, the little turn thing without a pad on it. He was gushing blood. I mean, there's literally a pool of blood on the mat down in the ringside area. You had just unbelievable freaking hidden blade after B trigger after Angel's Wings. He had, it looked like a modified Angel Wings off the top rope. Omega did at one point. You just can't. I mean, this match lasted 34 minutes and 38 seconds of non-stop action. 5-star, easily, hands down. When I star rate matches, 0 to 5, that's the range I stay in. I've never thought of ever going above a 5-star match. If I were to do that, this would be the match I would do it. I'm not doing it. It's 5-star. 5 stars it. But at this point, as the 5-star matches go on, this is number 1 by far. We're on the 4th day of the year. I know some other people that rematches. ProFightDB.com is where I'm going to get a lot of information as well. They're going to put probably 7 or 7. I would not be shocked if this is 7 or 7.5. The only 7-star match was Okada versus Omega. 2 out of 3 falls. This match was better. It was. Just hands down, it was better. But yeah, Kenny Omega, your new IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion. Let's not leave that part out. But yeah, the match was unbelievable. Just beyond unbelievable. I figured Ospreay was going to retain, but the fact that we have a IWGP title on it and the AEW talent, I love it. That means that relationship is strong as ever. What I want to see is this match as a rematch in the States. Either be at Battle in the Valley, either be at AW Revolution in March. Hell, save it to Double or Nothing. I mean, I want to see this on, because you have an AW versus New Japan in New Japan. Let's do an AW versus New Japan in AW. I think the rematch will be good, but it won't touch this one. But yeah, new IWGP United States Champion Kenny by God Omega, 5-star match. Main event. Yeah, I'm like, at this point going, oh, okay, we have a main event left. IWGP World Heavyweight Title Line Champion Jay White, the Switchblade, versus Kazuchika Okada. Who is better in pro wrestling than Okada? No one. This match was pretty damn good itself. This was definitely match of the night if it wasn't for the other match. This match, 33 minutes of just Okada and Jay White going after one another. I enjoyed it. I thought this match was terrific as well. Okada getting the victory. I give it 4.5. People might think I overrated it, but I don't think I did. So 33 minutes, I think 4.5 was good for it. But that is Wrestle Kingdom 17 in Tokyo. We do have another WrestleMania coming up in Wrestle Kingdom. Wrestle Kingdom 17 in Tokyo. We do have another Wrestle Kingdom coming up on the 22nd. And then we'll probably maybe review that one as well. We'll see. But definitely we'll continue reviewing the GCW stuff. We'll continue with the showcase of the independents. Obviously with my day taken up by Wrestle Kingdom, that won't be up today, it'll be up tomorrow. Put a couple up tomorrow probably, maybe a couple over the weekend to get it caught up. Other than that, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter at Rob Sports Show. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.